what's up? What's up? It's your boy, Tipiso, chilling here with my homie.
Yeah.
You remember this guy from the other video? The guy we pranked. Anyway, guys, today we are talking Black Panther. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about Marvel Black Panther. The new movie that's gonna come out this year. You know what I mean?
One and only.
Yeah, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the sequel to Black Panther, the first Black Panther movie. As we are like this, we are African guys, so we understand a lot of things about, what actually Marvel was doing there. There's a lot of cultures, there's a lot of, traditions and stuff that they put into the movie that directly relate to us as South Africans. They speak closer. There's a lot of things there that, as Africans we understand, and it's part of our heritage, it's part of our lives. So, yeah, today we are talking theories on what Marvel can do with this movie to make it great, since the actor Chadwick Boseman is no longer here with us. He passed away.
Why do you put me on the spotlight now?
Yeah, but please forgive us. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Yeah, the year is there on the screen. So yeah, man, it was sad for most people, even especially for us Africans, because that guy was, even though he's American, he was representing us. You could hear his accent there when he was talking there. That is African accent, bro. Even if, for me, I don't think it's like on the same level as us, the type of accent that we use. But it was something more or less similar to us. Because now we are Africans, you can even hear.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Anyway, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. This is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna be explaining my own way that I see, the movie, the direction that it might take. If it takes this direction, yeah, I mean, we can get a great movie, a movie that's gonna kill, bro, in the box office, if you know what I mean. Even though the actor Chadwick Boseman is no longer with us, they can make a great movie that's plenty respectful to the man who brought Black Panther, who made him, bro, what he is today to us. I'm not talking about only Africans, but other people, other nations. They enjoyed that movie because it had something. It had essence, if you know what I mean. It had, that thing, that zing. That makes you want to watch it again and again and again. I don't know how many times.
I don't know how many times I've watched it.
Bruh, like 5 times or 6 times now, bruh. I'm even going to watch it after doing this video now. That was a great movie, guys. That was a great movie. So, me, I, and this guy, we agree on some of the things, that, as I'm going to be explaining, some of the things we agree on them, whether they should put this in the video, into the movie or not, and whatnot. But he has his own, place where he drips and he explains his own take on the movie, what he sees, should be added or should be put into the movie, so that this movie, becomes great, like the first one.
But then they'll probably have done with the shooting, right? Since it's going to be released this year.
I think they are done with the shooting, so
so
now it's just teasers. Now it's just teasers. You know what I mean? They put a little bit of teasers on YouTube there, here and there. So they're gonna be coming, bro. They're gonna just expect them as soon as maybe June, those months.
Yeah.
They're gonna be putting out, spoilers, teasers and what. All these theories are gonna be coming out. People are just gonna be, on board with the movie, because this is one of the greatest movies ever created by Marvel, if you know what I mean. So, first of all, when we look at, the opening scene of Black Panther, as you remember, Jobu, the brother to T'Chaka, yeah, the father of Black Panther, the father of T'Challa. He was explaining the history of Wakanda and whatnot. And what I heard is that Marvel is actually going to show us what Wakanda is. With this movie, they're going to be going deeper into the story of Wakanda and whatnot. But there can't be a Black Panther movie without Black Panther. So we are left with only a few options that they can use without tarnishing the reputation of Chadwick Boseman. As they said, they're not going to do that. They're not going to use CGI. They're not going to recast. You remember, all of these things. So we came up with this thing when coming back from town, I think, coming back from town, going home, on the street. We're just talking and, exchanging different ideas on what they can do with this movie. So, first of all, they're not going to be... there's a couple of people who were actually talking about if they make like Shuri, the younger sister of T'Challa, if they make him the new Black Panther, as Shuri was actually a Black Panther in the comics, the Marvel comics, which I don't really read. We don't really read. We are just fans of the cinematic universe, as you know. So my take on this movie is that what they should do without giving us Black Panther at the same time, not tarnishing the reputation of Chadwick Boseman. You know, it's if I know most of you are gonna get angry with this one. They should kill off T'Challa, like they should kill him off on the movie, but not show us like the face or anything like that. You know, maybe the opening scene of the movie should be like you remember from Black Panther 1, from the first Black Panther. Black Panther, T'Challa was supposed to die. There was this scene where he went back into the ancestral plane after fighting, you know that battle? Killmonger. Yeah, they fought with Killmonger. After that battle, he was tossed into the, what do you call it? Yeah,
it was a waterfall. But
yeah, it was just like a waterfall, and then was tossed down. Bro, this English. Yeah, that guy was tossed down, and then boom, he was dead, just like that. You know, they went to Black Panther's mother. Guys, please forgive us for this. Black Panther's mother, Nakia, Shuri, they went to, and the white guy, I don't remember what his name.
Agent Ross.
Agent Ross. Yeah, they went.
Come on now.
They went to look for. Bro, I don't know these people, bro. I just watched the movie for the fun of it. Yeah, they went to get T'Challa. They went to actually they were going to.
They wanted to give
Mbaku
the hardship,
the last hardship. Because
right.
you remember
So that
Killmonger bent everything, bent most of those.
True.
Meaning there's no hardship.
No
there was only that last one. So that one that Nakia took when that guy was bending everything. So when they went there, they found that T'Challa was buried in that ice and whatnot, you know, that snow and whatnot. And the guy was saying he's actually dead. He's actually dead and stuff. And then they gave him the heart-shaped app. They showed us the ancestral plane where T'Challa was now confronting his father and the rest of the ancestors. Yeah.
He was the truth I chose to omit. You were wrong to abandon him. I chose my people.
He confronted them on the fact that they left Killmonger, and you know what the father did. They showed us a scene where the father killed Mbaku. Did he kill Mbaku?
Mbaku, who's Mbaku?
The brother, the brother.
Because he stole vibranium.
Yeah, he stole vibranium.
Or he assisted
Claw. Yeah, Claw, that guy. Claw. Yeah, that dude killed Joe. Yeah, his brother. Then after that, T'Challa went to the ancestral plane to confront them on why they actually left the kid and why didn't they solve this problem and whatnot. So he said he's not going to die now. He must go out and then find and solve their problems and stuff, then come back and actually. So we don't know if he should have came back and died, whatnot. But one thing I know is that he was supposed to die at that point. So they should make it as if the opening scene must be like this. T'Challa, since the battle is over, since Endgame and whatnot, the father maybe visits him maybe in a kind of a dream state or something like that, and tells him now it's time for you to come to your ancestors because you are not of this world. You were supposed to leave this world at that moment when you fought with Killmonger and he tossed you in the whatever. So he was supposed to die. Then boom, Chadwick Boseman dies. T'Challa dies. Then T'Challa dies. There's a burial ceremony. We see they fast forwarding things. At the opening scene, we see them burying T'Challa and whatnot. All of this goes on, and you know what I mean, bro. They make a big ceremony. You know wakanda, bro.
They want to.
They're rich as fuck.
I mean, it's a king.
Yeah, bro, he's rich.
It's a king, so they have to give him a really respectful send-off.
Befitting burial. Yeah. Because he died in the real world, bro. They should make it as if, bro. They give us the boom boom. Yeah, bro. They should give us like a Wakandan kind of feel to a funeral. You know what I mean? So after the Black Panther dies, they should deliberate on who's actually going to be taking the throne. Okay, who's going to be taking the throne, and then maybe make sure the regent king or queen. Yes, she's queen. Yeah. They should make sure there's this is still my theory, guys. They should make sure the regent. Then after putting Shuri on the throne, okay, maybe things go on. Shuri maybe is just finding it difficult to deal with the throne, Wakanda and whatnot. They are having doubts. There are people who are doubting her and stuff. She sees that it's most people see that she's not a strong king because she's a scientist. She has never been in that kind of situation where now she's dealing with all of these things, responsibilities and stuff. Then from there.
Is she a scientist when she deals with technology?
Nah, she's a scientist because she deals with vibranium. She's doing all of this. That she actually saved General Ross's life. You remember?
Yeah, but
Shorine is having a hard time now dealing with the throne and everything. Okay, boom, Nakia. Okay, I'm putting something new in there, if you know what I mean. So maybe let's say Nakia and my guy Chadwick, you know, back then before actually Black Panther 1, when they were still, you know, young, when they were still flirting and stuff, you know, Black Panther, boom, got Nakia pregnant. My guy, you got her pregnant, bruh. Maybe Nakia doesn't want the royalty family to know about the kid. Let's say Nakia didn't want anything, you know, the royalty to know about the kid or anything like that. Because you know Nakia, bruh, she's not the type who likes royalty things and whatnot. She likes to be out there saving people, helping out. You know that scene where she helped that kid. Yeah, Black Panther came and helped them. I never phrase.
Right,
Yeah, Nakia is that type of a person. So she didn't want her kid to grow up under that kind of lifestyle, the royalty lifestyle where you feel like you are entitled to things and stuff. She wanted to teach him the ways of being a hero, of helping people. Maybe she started training him at an early age. She can fight, you know, he has combat skills and whatnot, you know, he taught him about, you know, guns and stuff, you know what I mean, bruh? The whole package. So that kid is a beast, if you know what I mean. And you know, after the 5 years of the blip and everything, that kid must be like,
Yeah,
you know,
grown.
you know, at an age where now he's a man. Yeah. Like I was saying, that kid would be like a beast. He would kick butt like crazy, bro. So okay, on a level that, you know, maybe like on a level of Hawkeye and what's the name? That spy girl, that spy superhero lady
From what?
from Marvel. That girl who sacrificed herself for the Soul Stone.
Oh, my crush. She my crush. She my crush.
Scorpion. I nearly said Scorpion. Black Widow. Yeah, bro. Natasha Romanoff.
Romanov, yeah, Romanov.
Natasha, like that kid, maybe is on the level of, you know, Natasha Romanoff, and that other guy, Hawkeye. You know, he like in terms of combat and stuff. You know, he's Marvel, bro. He's kicking butt and everything. Okay, I know, man. This is a new character altogether, man. Like even from the comics, I don't think he was ever there. That kid. They should not just think of the name. Let's just say maybe his name is John. John, yeah, John. Like how it's just a name. John. Okay, John grew up under his mother teaching him how to fight and everything, and teaching him the spirit of human being, you know, being a good human being, you know, the you know, like umrutabo too, you know, as we speak in our language, you know, teaching him, you know, to be a good person, you know. Yeah, so you know, that boy at the end of the day becomes like a good person who looks out for people, who's, you know, by nature, you know, by his nature, by the nature of his ancestors, you know, he becomes a good person, you know, a leader maybe, you know, whenever he's around people. You know what happens, bro, when you are, you know, in terms of like speaking for us Africans, there's this thing where now, you know, when maybe someone in your lineage or something like that, you know, back then, you know, your ancestry, if they were kings and stuff, you know, there's this thing where it follows you. Like people tend to respect you. I don't know if it's I only see that, or is it me only, bro?
It happens.
It happens, you know,
happens.
especially in our native cultures, in our native where we come from, in you know, that happens. You know, we find that, you know, whenever maybe in your family there was a king or whatnot, you know, people follow you, people take you as a leader, something like that, you know. Yeah, like over that thing, when over dignity, yeah, dignity, bro. They just by looking at you, they feel, you know. So that kid had that thing, you know. Okay, the kid grows up, you know, blip happens, everything, you know, maybe he's living in Nigeria or somewhere in Africa, if you know what I mean, you know. The mother was coming, going after some time and whatnot, you know what I mean. So back to this now, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Now, okay, T'Challa dies. Shuri takes over. Shuri, it's hard for her to be the new king, the queen, and whatnot. So Nakia sees, okay, now this is happening, and I have a kid with T'Challa, and I never told them anything. Okay, now maybe, you know, maybe they're having that kind of meeting. You know, that meeting where it's the elders and stuff, and you know, Shuri's just making a mess and stuff. Nakia walks in and then says this: "Mna, not T'Challa, it's Nomdana." You know, it basically means me, I and T'Challa, we have a kid. Okay, they look at her. What is happening now? And she tells them that, you know, we had a kid at this point in our lives, and I never wanted to introduce him to royalty and stuff. I knew that he was going to be spoiled rotten. He was going to, even if he was going to be a warrior or something like that, he wouldn't be the person that I wanted him to be. Sure. So that's why I never introduced him into the royal family and stuff. Then, you know, they ask themselves, now he's actually the king. You know, he's actually supposed to be the one who's sitting on this chair, on this throne. So now you should bring that boy here. because that boy should be in with his ancestors. He is a Wakandan by blood.
Yeah, Wakanda will be needing a king.
We need a king.
The protector of all.
The protector. We don't need a warrior. We need a king.
We need a king. You remember that protector?
That old lady.
Yeah, the lady.
Yeah, we don't need a warrior. We need a king. So now, fine. Now, Nakia goes back to Nigeria or wherever the kid is. They show her taking a journey to there. You know, they have technological advancements. She uses maybe that super speed turbo, whatever they have in Wakanda. She goes there. The kid doesn't know anything about her life, about Wakanda, about anything. He just knows that his mother taught him how to fight. And she goes somewhere. She comes back after months or years or something like that. So the kid basically hates her because it's like, she was never really there in her life. Her life was mostly devoted to saving people and stuff. Even when she was not living in Wakanda, you remember, she was out in the world saving people.
She's a spy.
Yeah, she was a spy, basically, a secret operative of Wakanda, just like Ross. He's the secret operative of America.
The CIA.
Yeah, bro. It's
like the CIA of Africa.
The CIA of
Wakanda.
Wakanda. So okay, the kid hates his mother, and they have an argument that my boy, she tells him everything that you are actually a Wakandan. He doesn't know anything about Wakanda. First time he sees a flying space shippy kind of thing, craft.
Weird thing flying.
And then it's actually it's invisible and stuff. Start reappearing to him, and it's like, what the mom? What is this? And she tells him, okay, my son, this is. You are actually a prince. You are supposed to actually be a king now on a throne, and all this and this and this and this. Now, my boy, you have to go to Wakanda now. You have a responsibility. That's why I was teaching you all of these things. Teaching you how to fight, teaching you how to be a leader, how to be someone who loves people and stuff. You know what I mean? So that boy ends up agreeing, going on to Wakanda. But deep inside, he doesn't. He didn't want anything to do with Wakanda, since he never knew these people. All he knows is wherever he comes from, Nigeria or whatever. They go to Wakanda. Okay, they get there. The boy is now being showed around Wakanda and told on his kind of responsibilities. You are now the new Black Panther. You are supposed to lead our people. You are supposed to fight at the where you protect the throne. You are supposed to. Now it's like overwhelming him and stuff, all of these things, and he ends up saying, I don't want to be king, I don't want this, I don't want this throne, I don't want that. That is the kind of character that shows that this person is that type of person who doesn't care about material stuff and whatever. They should make him, Marvel should make this kid, in a type of way that he's more or less like a hero. It's when we look at him, we see Black Panther, we see the new symbol of hope of Wakanda. You know what I mean? So that kid ends up going back where he comes from. So now I'm adding something happy, something else. From the opening scene of Black Panther, the first movie. That kid, Job was telling Killmonger basically the history of Wakanda, and then he mentioned something. Bess, the spirit, that Panther goddess.
From the Panther goddess bust, who led him to the heart-shaped herb, a plant that granted him superhuman strength.
The one who showed the first Black Panther, the heart-shaped herb and whatnot. You know what I mean? But he or she, is it a she? Is it a female? Oh, goddess is a female. Yeah, she's a goddess. Yeah. So basically, she showed the first Black Panther, the powers and whatnot. What he should do and whatnot. To build the empire that is Wakanda today. That's because of Bess. So that boy disagrees with everything, doesn't want anything to do. John, remember John, we're still talking about John. John disagrees, doesn't want anything to do with the throne. Okay, Bess, boom, in his dreams. My boy, I showed your grandfather and your great-grandfathers the way. That thing, that spirit, that goddess appears to him. In maybe first as a dream, like, okay, I'm Bess, and I'm the one who showed your grandfather Marvel can play with this in a way that it makes visually it's good, man. Like CGI, bro. Like they can make the thing to be looking good, you know. And then from there, the spirit tells him now you have to take the responsibility. Your father is no longer here; he's with his ancestors. You are the only left heir to the throne. You are supposed to lead our people. You're supposed to lead the people of Wakanda.
Right.
Then the boy listens to the if you see something like that, but basically you're gonna see that now there's no way back, but you actually supposed to do what and then maybe that boy now agrees with the spirit. Then maybe because you remember Killmonger bent everything, bent the heart shaped herb and whatnot. Okay, for the issue of the heart shaped herb, what they can do now, the Panther goddess can show him maybe a new place where he can get it. Like maybe the first plants that she showed the first Black Panther are still there, and other than those ones that were bent in the palace.
The ones that were burned in the palace and the ones who were there first.
Maybe they can play with it.
Because
They can play with it in a way that they make it that Best always knew that there are actually other places where they can obtain that. Maybe a certain cave in Wakanda, something like that, but to just bring back that heart shape there. Because without it, there's no Black Panther. If there's no heart shape, we don't have a Black Panther who's gonna be flying around, kicking birds and doing all of this. He gives him super strength. He's basically like a Captain America version of Wakanda. If you know what I mean. He's the same power sets, bro. He's strong. He's all of this. If they match, if they put Captain America against Black Panther, they would whoop each other's butts to a standstill. If you know what I mean. So what I'm trying to say here is that they should introduce it in a way that the new Black Panther, that boy Johnny, he brings back that heart shape, showing them that maybe making it glow, something like that, and then showing them that he is the true son of T'Challa. And he walks in and then speaks maybe in calls. They're like, I am ready for the throne. I am the son. What? The son of T'Challa. You know what? When Killmonger walked in, you know how he spoke.
Yeah.
Even though, bro, he messed up the the accent, bro. Cosas don't speak that way. But he tried.
Yeah.
He tried his best. That boy walks in, tells them, okay, I am the new king up in this earth. Then okay, boom, let's now introduce a villain, because there must be a villain, one way or the other. So what I have most people saying online, social media and stuff, is that they're gonna introduce Namor the Submariner.
Sure.
Maybe before he let's go back to the time when now he was introduced to Bears, the spirit, the goddess, and whatnot. As that was happening, Namor now. You remember that there was this cutscene, this end credit scene where they spoke about something happening under the sea, something like that.
It was on Endgame.
Endgame, innit?
Yeah, Endgame.
Yeah. So it means it was maybe Namor up in there, maybe angry that Wakandans maybe we were just making something up. Maybe Wakandans were creating all of these things using vibranium and whatnot, maybe tossing the waste in the sea and stuff.
Causing disruption.
Yeah, bro. So the people in Atlantis, bro, are having problems there because Wakandans are just messing up everything, if you know what I mean. So Namor now comes up, fights with Shuri. She's the new Black Panther because she was the king. For some time she was the queen. As I explained, back there. Fights with Shuri, kicks Shuri's butt. Shuri maybe is in the hospital, whatever she has in the machines and stuff. That boy comes back. Now we're at that point where that boy comes back now holding the heart shape, and he finds that his aunt Shuri now is boom, kicked, whatnot. Namor is powerful, bro. If you look at, just research his powers, his power sets, bro. Like he can actually fly, bro. You know that?
Ow.
He has like wings here on his leg, bro. That is the weirdest. That's the weirdest version of Aquaman, bro. But he has wings. He has a trident. You know that thing. Thing like a garga for a pitchfork. Yeah, that thing can release energy, bro. Blast. Bro, I don't know, bro. You can research, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, bro. But he is actually super strong. He actually once fought with Hulk, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, bro.
But then
Namor is powerful.
One thing that okay, since is
even though Shuri, bro, maybe might be powerful and stuff, he can fight, she can fight, but she has never been the type to be in the combat and whatnot. Even though we saw him in the first Black Panther movie when he fought Killmonger and whatnot. she was actually doing a thing, but you know, she's not in a level of T'Challa, if you know what I'm saying, bro. Maybe like you know, because now the heart-shaped app is not there. Maybe she's just wearing the suit. You know what I mean? Then she was whooped. Then after being whooped, you know, that kid comes back. He says, "I want to take back my father's throne. I'm the new Black Panther," and they start believing now. You know, all this those ceremonies they can make it. You know, like he fights. Baku comes back. He fights him, or maybe they can do with someone else. I don't know, but they can make something good out of this movie, bro. Okay, man, everything happens. They make him the new Black Panther. He drinks that thing. He's still a bit not sure if he can do this. You know, that will build the character for us, you know, to believe what this boy is actually the real deal. He's still not sure if he can do this. We're coming now to almost the end of the movie. The Atlanteans, they attack now. They are super strong, bruh. Atlanteans.
Sure, sure.
They attack, bruh. Now it's fighting, bruh. The soldiers, the Wakandan, you know, Bopa, Vula, Vula, you know, Nakia, bruh. They're fighting there, everything. You know what I mean, bruh? You know what happens in Wakanda when there's a huge battle, bruh. Everybody's fighting, and it's like Namor says, "You're no longer having a king. Now I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna kill you." I don't know what they're gonna accent they're gonna be using for him. Then they fight, boom. Almost the end of the movie, that boy pops up wearing the old suit, bruh. You know that suit that T'Challa left, you know, that one that doesn't, you know, materialize. You know what I mean, but you know what?
That absorbs it.
Yeah, bro, that one that absorbs kinetic energy. You know what Iron Man suit did, you know, in Endgame, you know, it materialized and whatnot. You know what you know when we were in the new movie, the Spider-Man movie.
Sure.
He had the same kind of suit that you know it has nanobots and stuff. You know, they materialize and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So maybe you know he gets the old one because since the new one is not there, maybe he goes there. Auntie, I am Mama. My name is this. I've come here to save Wakanda. Maybe he finds a dying Shuri. Let's not say she's gonna die, but like maybe she's like in that state, and she just points to that suit like this. Then that boy walks in, puts on that suit, takes the heart-shaped F, you know, boom. Yeah, they should make it as if you know. Maybe he speaks at the end that I saw my father. I didn't believe it, but he spoke to me. You know what I mean, bro? But they shouldn't show it because you know we don't have
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that boy walks out of that whatever facility, you know, where they create vibranium and whatnot, you know, that where they fought T'Challa and Killmonger boy. Yeah, man, that boy walks out and then kicks the butt out of you know, Namor, just beats him up, beats up the soldiers. You know what I mean? But they give us a super nice ending, you know, where we are having now a new Black Panther. You know, and they respected, you know, T'Challa. You know, the movie ends in a nice way, and Avengers welcome him as the new Black Panther. You know, he becomes actually basically T'Challa, but in a kind of different way. You know, we have a new Black Panther because we all know that you know, for us as Africans, we know that kings mostly are male, not to be disregarding females or disrespecting, you know, that. But as Africans, we know that a king most of the time is a male. So we would like actually for even if they put Shuri, bruh, make a good movie. But now, what I wish for is that they create a character that's a male and Black Panther. We know that you know, we like it as a male, you know, for the movies and stuff. Yeah, but maybe
As a male.
you know, they give us an end credit scene where now he walks into the Avengers Tower. Saying
Oh,
that
yeah,
I'm
no.
going to finish my father's work. Yeah, and then the movie ends. For me, for this is you know my take on it. So this guy, he agrees with me. You agree with me to which point? You two,
Yeah, so
okay.
okay.
Explain the theory.
So now what I was saying, I didn't think of it that much. Understand? I'm not here to talk about the whole movie, how the whole movie should play out and whatsoever. What I was thinking about is how they can do this send off for T'Challa, right? Yes. How they can do a send off. So here's like you have said before, there's a scene whereby in Black Panther whereby he was fighting with the guy. Who is this guy?
Killmonger.
Eric Jordan, yes. Eric Killmonger. Yes, he was fighting Eric Killmonger and then he was dead.
Yeah.
Well, he was pronounced dead by Mbaku.
That's the point where we agree again. We
Right,
agreed
it's
when
fine.
we were
It's
there.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, like, and then You have said it. I mean,
everything.
you have said it.
But I heard you saying the fact that they shouldn't introduce Bess, that spirit, that goddess. They should make it as if that Shuri creates a synthetic type of heart-shaped
That one doesn't matter because I was just speaking on top of what you were saying.
Okay.
What I heard is
But
what you spoke of.
looking at whatever I said, you agree with everything. Is there like something that you see now? Oh, bro, this is too much or what?
No, first of all, that goddess,
Bess.
this Bess can't appear in agreement and say, "Oh, the heart-shaped herb, it's here."
Okay.
Understand? Because I see Marvel likes to use things that they have shown before.
Yeah.
So if they haven't shown that cage where you think the goddess can take the joint to, I don't think they can use it.
Yeah, if they've not like shown that cave, basically they cannot reuse. They cannot use something
I
that.
mean,
But
that has
I
never
get
been
it.
used
It's
before.
like a new movie, bro. They can introduce new things.
Let's say
Yeah,
it's not a new Black Panther. It's not a new movie. It's a continuation of it.
Yeah, but bruh, does it affect the does it affect the entire Marvel movies or Marvel universe or anything like that? Adding that in, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Affect, or does it affect the Black Panther movie as a whole?
It doesn't.
Adding in that.
No, it doesn't. But then that's how Marvel likes to
work. Like, I get you.
Because with the Stones, it was the same thing.
Yeah,
They used them
it was a
before.
continuation
They used them
from one movie
then
to the other.
Then it came back.
Yeah.
But then everything is, I think it's fine. Can work.
Up to the end, like when they introduce, if they can even introduce the Winter Soldier. You know that the Winter Soldier in the comics is actually a white kind of panther thingy, the White Wolf. Yeah, he actually wears a suit, bro. Like White Wolf, it's actually something different from the Winter Soldier altogether in the comics. From what I've heard. There's a White Wolf and there's Winter Soldier. But now you know what they did, Marvel. They combined the two, made it one character. So because Wakanda helped him, when he needed them, they gave him the vibranium hand and stuff. He'll be there helping the new Black Panther, that boy. He can come maybe at that point where now those Atlanteans are attacking and stuff. He gets a message from who's that warrior lady? That general. That one.
Nakia.
No, Nakia is
She's the general.
No, Nakia is the lady who dates.
Delete that footage.
Nakia is the lady who
Oh,
dates.
yeah.
Check me.
It's
That lady, that general, that one who, hey, bro, she kicks butt. She can just hit him up. My guy, you gotta come in and help us. We need you. Then Winter Soldier, boom, they give him a suit,
on a telephone.
Like those beats.
Oh,
I don't know if he has one. But they can do something, bro. Like
Does he have the beats?
they can send the Dora Milaje, they can send the Dora Milaje, maybe two of them, those ladies.
Oh.
Dora Milaje. I remember that. I actually remember that word.
His location.
Yeah, bro, they can see all over the world. You could see, bro. You remember when it was Endgame, when that thing, when those Thanos kids, whatever, the children of Thanos, when they were coming in, actually, and that lady, that warrior lady, the one I'm talking about, she actually said, "Oh, there's something approaching in our atmosphere," something like that. They can see around the earth, bro. Like something is entering the atmosphere, something like that. She said that. So yeah, bro, I watch my Marvel. Bro.
Cool.
Yeah, so guys, hit us up in the comments whether our theory, can work or what. If they introduce a new character, if they introduce the spirit of Bess, as I said, whatever we said, you can comment down below whether it's actually good. It can actually make a good movie and stuff. Thank you for watching this video. From me and him. Peace.
I'm just here.
This is my guy Juice Cabra. On the last video I said I was gonna be putting down your things, but I gotta put down your things, so you gotta keep putting your social
Should I
stuff.
do my things?
Bro, actually this guy does TikToks and stuff, bro. You gotta make me look crazy.
Yeah.
This is the channel or what? Yeah, so I'm gonna put it down below. So please, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, please, guys. Subscribe to this channel, please.